Yes.
Yes, Shanmugh.
Okay, done. So let's continue, guys. Okay. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Okay. Fine. Okay. In the last class, we discussed about the system databases, right? In the last class, we discussed about the system databases and all. So how many system databases are there, guys? Total, how many system databases are
Five.
there in SQL Server?
5.
Total 5 system databases.
Okay, what are those?
Yeah, master,
Master,
MSDB,
resource, model,
temp,
temp, MSDB.
Okay.
model, and resource.
So what master will do, guys?
Keep the instance related
Store the
information.
addresses of other database.
Okay. Instance related specific information will be stored. Next. Tell me 2, 3 points enough. I don't want all the points. Main
It
point.
stores all the login
It
information
stores the
and
Very
whatever
good.
the installation settings are there.
Very good. Very
Everything, including to the server, all the settings will be stored in the master database.
Very good. Very good. Right. What model will do? Model.
The
will
model
accumulate to
will act
create a
as a
new
template
database.
It acts
for
as
the
a
newly
template.
created database.
Very good. Yeah. Template for the newly created databases. All the properties, okay, will be inherited from the model database when you are creating a new database. What MSDB will do, guys?
MSDB is the optional
Automation.
system database. It's responsible for automation like jobs, maintenance, and as well as SSI packages also.
You're reading from somewhere, huh? Rajgopal. Yeah, MSDB is responsible for automation. Okay, it will store jobs information, jobs related information, maintenance plans, SSIS packages related information, backups related information, restore related information will be stored in the MSDB. Okay, backups and restores related information will be stored in the MSDB, guys. Okay, so tempdb, you know, right? So what tempdb will do?
Sorting the DML operations and
Hmm. Right, tempdb, temporary database. So whenever users are executing the sessions, whatever temporary data that will be generated, okay, in the session, those sessions, whatever the generated data, temporary data will be stored in the tempdb. Tempdb is also very crucial database in the SQL Server. Okay, whenever you restart the SQL, two things you have to remember, guys. Whenever you restart the SQL Server, a new tempdb will be created, and you cannot take the backup of tempdb. Okay, why? Because unsorted data will be stored in the tempdb, so we cannot take the any type of backup. Okay, for the tempdb, guys. Resource database, SQL Server system, SQL Server build number related information, the version related information will be stored in the resource database. Apart from that, like I told you, right? Whatever master is storing, the same things will be stored in the resource also. But in the master database, the data will be stored logically, whereas in the resource database, the data will be stored physically, guys. Resource database is a hidden database. Okay, so you cannot see the resource database in the management studio, right? So all these things we covered in the previous session, guys. Okay, so now today what we are going to cover, guys, we are going to start with the patching. Okay, so let's discuss patching. What is patching? What is an update? How many types of updates are there in the SQL Server? How to download and update? Differences between your major updates and minor updates. Patching precautions. Okay, before and after patching precautions that we have to take, and how to do the patching, how to remove the patching. So all these things will be covered in today's sessions, guys. Okay, fine. Right. Okay. So let's start. So what is patching, guys? Tell me. Just tell me what is patching. You can tell the answer easily. What is patching?
Update, updating.
Updating. Very good. Okay, updates. Applying the updates is called patching, guys. What is patching? Applying the updates. Applying the updates is called patching. We are also doing regularly in our mobile phone, right? We are also doing regularly in our mobile phone. Sometimes when you are doing any transactions using phone pay and all, it will ask you to update. Regularly, phone pay will ask you to update, right? Right, remaining all other apps generally, it will be updated automatically if automatic updates are on. Otherwise, sometimes you have to update the app manually by just clicking on the update button. So what is patching? Applying the updates. So is it mandatory to patch the application, guys? What will happen if I don't patch it? Is it mandatory to update the applications, or in case if any patch is there, we can skip it? What will happen if I don't update the SQL server or any application? What will happen? What patching will do, first of all?
Help us to install new version.
New version of what? SQL server?
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
It updates for new options.
Hmm. Okay, very good. Next. Okay. So generally, in the apps that you are using, so whenever you update the patch, you will get the new features. That's true. Okay, you might get the new features. I'm not saying you will get it. You might get not every see. Lot of times you patched phone pay, right? Every time you got any new features? No, right? Only few times we'll get the new features. So patchings generally the main goal of the patching is to avoid the bugs and vulnerabilities. To avoid the bugs and vulnerabilities. Okay, we have to patch the SQL server. So you know that even though we have a lot of bugs, day before yesterday we have that crowd strike, right? There may be an issue with the application, or there may be an issue with the update that they released. That can be a bug. That can be a bug, guys. Because of that, lot of machines across the globe are affected. Lot of services are affected. Lot of industries are affected. Lot of sectors are affected. You can imagine the power of the bug, guys. I don't know whether they tested when they are releasing any update in the lower environment. I don't think they will not test. Definitely they will test it. But somehow it was missed during the testing, and when there is an implementation, while implementing this update, okay, something happened and it just affected the whole world, guys, right? So like this, these kind of issues will be there. To avoid the bugs, regularly bugs will be there because of the use case or some other things. Bugs will be there in the SQL server. And not only bugs, security vulnerabilities also will be there. Daily, day by day, hackers will be improved and they'll try to attack SQL servers or servers in different ways. So security vulnerabilities also will be there. So to avoid these two things, we have to patch the SQL server. When you patch the SQL Server, remember you don't get any new features in the SQL Server. Maybe in other applications, when you patch it, rarely you might get new features. But remember, when you patch the SQL Server, you will never get any new features. It will help you to avoid the bugs and security vulnerabilities. So, is patching mandatory, guys? Tell me, is patching mandatory in the organization?
Yes.
Yes, yes, it's mandatory. Why? Because security is very important, guys. Security is very important. So if any breach is there, then it will create a big problem. So that's why so Microsoft people will keep on working on these kind of things, and they will release the updates to overcome those bugs and security vulnerabilities, guys. Okay, so patching is mandatory. You have to regularly do the patching, otherwise it will create a lot of problems. We cannot even expect also. So patching is very important. So what is patching, guys? Patching is nothing but applying the updates, we can say. patching. Applying the updates is called a patching. So when we will do the patching, guys, when we will do the patching regularly on a regular basis, we'll do the patching. Okay. So in the organization on a regular basis, we'll do the patching. So regularly we'll do this task, guys, in the organization. Some organizations they might go for automation. Automatically the servers will be patched, but I don't think it's a good option. Very rarely they are going to apply the updates automatically, but most of the organizations manually we have to patch the SQL server. Okay, we have to patch the SQL servers manually. So a lot of process involved in this. That's why automation is not completely a suitable option to this patching, guys. SQL server patching. Lot of things we have to check from our end. Okay, so right. Once we got the approvals, then we can go for automation and all. But initially, you should know, okay, what is the patch, how to download the patch, how to apply the patch, what and all precautions you have to take before patching and after patching. All these things will be discussed, guys. Okay. So now you know that patching is very important. So to avoid the bugs and security vulnerabilities, we have to patch the SQL servers on a regular basis. So how to initiate this process? Who will tell you that, hey, patch this server, that server? Who will tell you that? Okay. So how to initiate the process? So in the organization, generally, we will have a list of servers, guys. Maybe imagine we are having 100 servers. We are having 100 servers. 1 minute, please. Imagine we are having 100 servers, guys. Okay. Imagine we might have 100 or 1000 or 10,000 servers, depends upon the organization, depends upon the projects. So your lead, I'm sorry, your lead or manager, he will prepare a list of servers. Your lead or manager, he will prepare a list of servers. Okay, like this. So maybe, okay, I'll tell you the process generally people will follow. Okay. So for example, in the organization, if you're having 100 servers means don't think all 100 servers are same versions. Are you getting the point, guys? Are you getting the point? In the organizations, if we are having 100 servers or 1000 servers means don't think all servers are all SQL servers are at same version. Some of the SQL servers, okay, will be 2019, some of them are 2017, some of them are 2022, some of them are 2016, some of them are 2014, some of them are 2012, some of them are older versions also, 2008, 2008 R2, 2005 also. Depends. I am not saying in all the organizations they will have all the versions. No. Some companies will have 2017, 19, 22. Some companies will have 16, 17, 19, 22. Some companies will have 14, 16, 17, 19, 22. Right? So they will have the list of servers. Okay. For example, these are SQL Server 2016. Okay. Just 2016 I mentioned. Sorry, 2016. These are the servers. And these are SQL Server 2017. 2017. Like this, they will prepare a list of the servers, guys. 2019. Right? 2022. So now, for example, 2016, imagine we have 10 servers. Okay, server 1. Like that. Imagine 12 servers are there. Okay. In 2017, like that again. Server 1. Imagine 7 servers are there. In 2019, server 1. Imagine 15 servers are there. And in 2022, server 1. Imagine some 22 servers are there. Okay. So now what your leader manager will do, he will assign. Okay. Depends. How that is how will we are going to share the work in the organization. Depends. Sometimes they might ask you, hey, Abhilash, you take care of 2016. Imagine we have a team of 10 members. We have a team of 10 members, 10 DBAs. Your manager or your lead will tell you, hey, Abhilash, you take care of this SQL Server 2016. Whatever updates are there, you can patch these 2016 servers. Akshata, you take care of this 2017 servers. And Amit, you take care of this 2019 servers. And next, Fayaz, you take care of this 2022 servers. So like that, the work will be distributed, guys. Okay, this is how the work will be distributed. Or In 2016, few servers will be taken care by the Abhilash, and few servers again by another team member. Like that, somehow we are going to distribute the work. Okay, so that sometimes your team lead or manager will make sure you are going to patch all the servers, all the versions of the servers. Okay, this is how the workload will be shared in the organization. Okay, so they will mention, guys, they will mention the current version of the SQL server. What is the current level? What is the current patch level? Okay, you have to go and check. Okay, you have to go and check, guys. Okay, SQL server and current version. Okay, so you have to go and check what is the current version, whether it is patched or not. For example, this is 2016, right? Maybe this was patched with a RTM only, it was not yet patched. Maybe this was patched with SP1. I'll tell you what is SP1, SP2 and all, don't worry, SP2. So you have to check the current version. Based on that, you have to apply the current update, the latest updates on each and every SQL server, guys. First, you have to check the current version. Some of them are at RTM, some of them are at SP1. I'll tell you what is SP1, SP2, SP3 and all, don't worry. Some of them are at SP3. Sometimes like that we will have cumulative updates also, CE1, CE2, CE3 like that. So we will have list of servers. They might be patched, or after installation they might not be patched one time also. So we'll maintain the list of all the servers like this, right? So now if you want to patch it, this is how the workload will be shared, guys. This is how your manager will inform you. That is how you have to take care of the server. So you might get 10 servers, 20 servers or 100 servers, depends upon the organization. In your organization, if 1000 servers are there, if 10 people are there, everyone will get 100 servers. In your organization, 500 servers are there, if 20 people are there, as per the ratio you are going to get the servers. Okay, so once you got the server, you have to check the current patch level. What is the current patch level, whether it's updated or not, and what should be the latest patch I have to apply. So like that you have to check and you have to take the action accordingly. So now we are saying patching is nothing but applying the updates, right? So how many updates are there? How many types of updates are there in the SQL server? How many types of updates are there in the SQL server? There are mainly, okay, two types, guys. There are mainly two types of updates. Two types of updates, okay? One is your major updates. Second one is your minor updates. Major updates and minor updates. Okay. From 2017 onwards, we don't have such kind of major, minor, all are same updates only. But we might get a chance to work on previous versions also, older versions also, like 2012, 2008, 2008 R2, 2016. So we might get chance to work on the previous versions also. So we should know both major updates and minor updates also we should know. Right. So what is major update, guys? What is major updates? Okay. Service packs are major updates. Service packs are major updates. We'll call this as SP. SP. Service packs are major updates in the SQL server. Service packs are major updates in the SQL server. Then I will call this as SP. So we have different types of updates, right? Different types of service packs, SP1, SP2, SP3, SP4. Like that, we will have service packs. Okay. So major updates means what? Every yearly, these updates will be released by Microsoft. Every year, these updates will be released by Microsoft. Minimum 1 year. Minimum 1 year it will take. It can be minimum 1 year means it can be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Every yearly these updates will be released. So major updates are nothing but yearly updates, we can say. Major updates are nothing but yearly updates. Very simply, you can say major updates are nothing but yearly updates. So up to SQL Server 2016, we have the major updates. Guys, from 2017 onwards, we don't have service pack concept. From 2017 onwards, we don't have service pack concept. But how it will be managed? I am saying no service pack, but updates will be there. Okay, so major updates means yearly it will release. Microsoft will take minimum 1 year. It can be 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, but these are the yearly updates. So yearly updates you can call it as a major updates, guys. Yearly updates you can call it as a major update. Okay, yearly updates you can call it as a major update. Fine, right. So minor updates. Okay, right. So minor updates means what? Minor updates means, okay, monthly updates, guys. Monthly updates. So for example, something goes wrong. Something goes wrong. Again, if Microsoft is saying, hey, next year we'll release the update, please wait till then. Are you going to wait, guys? No, right? So it is very risky, very difficult. So that's why Microsoft will also release minor updates. Those minor updates are called monthly updates. What are those, guys? Cumulative updates. Cumulative updates. Okay, CUs. CUs, we can call it as a cumulative updates. Okay, minor updates are monthly updates. Monthly Microsoft will release every month, in the sense it can be minimum 1 month it will take to release these updates. It can be 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, but these are the monthly updates. So cumulative updates from SQL Server 2005 onwards, we have these cumulative updates, guys. 2005, 8 R2, 12, 14, 16, 17, 19, 22 also we have cumulative updates, but up to 16 these cumulative updates are minor updates. Up to 16, these cumulative updates are minor updates. From 2017 onwards, from 2017 onwards, we have only cumulative updates concept. We don't have service pack concept, guys. From SQL Server 2017 onwards, we don't have any cumulative updates concept. So if you want to see, let me show you this. Okay, let me hide meeting controls. This new update of this Zoom is creating lot of problems. Worst update. Always showing the controls. Right? So we'll use SQL Server builds.blogspot.com. You can see my screen clearly, right? Any obstacles, any obstructs, guys?
Yeah,
Anything
fine,
is,
Shanmugh. You can
anything is
see.
blocking? You can see the whole screen, right? Right. Fine. So now if you see SQL Server builds.blogspot.com, it's actually a blogspot, very good website or blogspot, we can say. Now if you go down, you can see all the SQL versions and their updates we can see here. Okay, if you go down, you can see. Forget about 2007.0. Nowadays, no one is using that. But still, if 2000 is using, you can still get it from here. So now you see here this table. Okay, SP1, SP2, SP3, SP4. Up to Service Pack 4 only will be there for any version. For any SQL version, till now, up to Service Pack 4 only is there. Okay, there is no Service Pack 5 and all, up to SP4. Now you can see here. See, 2005, consider from 2005, we have SP1, you can see this table directly like this. We have SP1, SP2, SP3, SP4 updates. 2008, again 4 updates. 2008 R2, we have only 3 major updates. 2012, we have 4 updates. 2014, why it is creating this? 2014, we have again 3 updates. 2016, again we have only 3 updates, guys. And apart from that, we have major update, and every major update is also having minor update. Every major update is also having just a minute, guys. Okay. There is an issue with my internet, I guess. Guys, can you hear me properly?
Yes.
Yes, Shanmugh.
Yes, we
Okay.
can hear you.
Why it is taking this much time? Okay, fine. Not yet loading. Hmm. One minute, just one minute. Just killing the apps that are not using currently. Okay, so you don't worry, guys. Okay, fine. Right, okay. Now you can see, right, major updates, minor updates, and all for every version. See, starting from 2017 onwards, service packs will no longer be released. Okay, so Microsoft changed its strategy. Why again major updates, minor updates every time? Two updates we have to release. So every time we have to patch with all the updates, it will create a problem. So they released the concept of service pack from 2017. Interview question, guys. Interview question. Sometimes they will ask you, what is the latest service pack for 2017? Or what is the latest service pack for 2019, or what is the latest service pack for 2022. So your answer should be, there is no service packs from 2017 onwards, only cumulative updates we have. Sometimes they might ask you what is the latest cumulative update for this 2017, 2019, 2022 and all. It's difficult to remember the latest updates. It's very difficult, but you can at least guess it. Okay, when you are trying to patch the servers regularly, you can actually guess it what is the latest cumulative update and all. But you don't worry, guys. No need to remember all these values, numbers and all. Nothing to worry. Right, guys? Is it clear? Any questions? Any doubts? So majorly we have two types of updates: major updates and minor updates. Major updates means yearly updates. Up to 2016, we have major updates like service packs concepts. From 2017 onwards, we don't have any service packs concepts. Up to 2016, we have service packs plus cumulative updates also. So whenever you are patching SQL servers, okay, let me add that point. Whenever you are patching, whenever you are patching SQL servers up to 2016 version, okay, up to 2016 version, you have to patch for twice, okay, you have to patch for twice, one with service pack and the second one with cumulative updates. Means, for example, if customer is using SQL Server 2016, so now you have to check the latest service pack of 2016. Okay, if you go to this, you can see here the latest service pack of 2016. Okay, so now you can see here the latest service pack is SP3. We can directly click on this SP3, guys. Actually, we don't have cumulative. For example, you want to patch the SQL Server with a SP2. So if you see here, SP2 is having a service pack 2 is having a major update. This one is the major update, and this is also having cumulative update. So whenever you're trying to patch, or else I'll give you another example. For example, we have SQL Set 2014 in your organization. So we have to patch the latest updates. You have to patch 2014 with the latest updates. So two times you have to patch. One is with the service pack 3, you can see here, and second one is CU4 on top of service pack 3. Okay, CU4 on top of service pack 3. Let me clear you. I know some of you might having doubt. Let me clear you in this way. Okay. So now up to 2016, this concept will be valid. From 2017 onwards, nothing to worry. Direct cumulative updates are there. You can download it and you can patch it. Up to 2016 means 2005, 2000, 2005, 8, 8R2, 12, 14, 16. This concept is there, guys. Okay. Up to this 2016 versions, we have major updates. Okay. On top of RTM, we have service pack 1. We have service pack 1, service pack 2, service pack 3, and service pack 4. Max service pack 4 only. Not all the versions are having service pack 4. So when you install RTM means, right, when you install SQL Server, for example, SQL Server 2014, when it was introduced, guys, maybe in the year of 2014, right? Maybe in the year of 2014, right? Guys, is it clear? In the year of 2014, they released the SQL 2014. So when you install SQL 2014 for the first time, that will be RTM copy only. Whenever you are installing any SQL Server for the first time, that is an RTM copy, right? So if they released SQL Server 2014 in the year of 2014, when they can release Service Pack 1, guys? Guess it. Just guess it. A rough answer is enough. I don't want exact answer. They released SQL Server 2014 in the year of 2014, guys. So when you think the Service Pack 1 will be released?
After a year,
2015.
2015. Why? Because it will take minimum 1 year. I told you, right? Those are the yearly updates. So minimum 1 year, which will be 2015. But up to 2015, where is the security for 2014, guys? If something goes wrong, if any bugs are there, it will be difficult, right, to manage. Up to 2015. They cannot wait, right? So that's why Microsoft is also having cumulative updates. Are you getting the point, guys? Cumulative updates. CU1, CU2. Every month, imagine every month it is releasing one cumulative update. So you can see CU1, CU2, CU3, CU4, CU5, CU6, CU7, 8, 9, 10. So in the year of 2015, maybe Service Pack 1 is released. And again, when the next Service Pack will be released, guys? Maybe 2016 or 2017. We don't know, right? Minimum 1 year it will take. But up to that, there is no security, right? So again, on Service Pack 1, we have again cumulative 1, guys. Again, we have, I mean to say, again, we have cumulative updates. Like that, every Service Packs will have cumulative updates, guys, until the next update is going to be released, until the next Service Pack is going to be released. Every Service Pack will have its own cumulative update. So it can be, depends on the version, it can be CU1 to CU10, 12, 13, 14, 20, 30 also is there. Okay. So like this, every Service Pack up to these, guys, again I'm saying this concept will be valid up to 2016, SQL Server 2016. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear, everyone? Are we good?
yes.
Guys,
Yes.
if you have any questions, let me know. Don't worry. Okay. Mainly, I want to say only one thing, that we have different types of updates: major updates, minor updates. Major updates means yearly Microsoft will release these major updates, especially updates. These updates will help you to fix the bugs and security vulnerabilities, to improve the security and all, security enhancements and all. We'll use the updates. So applying the updates is called patching. So we have different types of updates: Service Packs and cumulative updates. Service Packs are major updates which will be released every year, at least 1 year it will take. So these are the major updates. And minor updates, monthly updates, you can call it as the monthly updates, minor updates. So CU, cumulative updates, are minor updates. So up to 2016, if you are patching any SQL Server, means you have to patch that SQL Server with the latest Service Pack. And once that is done, you have to patch with the latest cumulative update also. So again, don't think I can see CU1 here, right? This is also CU1, this is also CU1, all CU1s are same. No, you have to read it completely. This is SP1 CU1, this is SP2 CU1, this is SP3 CU1, this is SP4 CU1. Now tell me, guys, all CU1s are same? All CU1s are same?
No.
No,
No.
right? This is SP1 CU1, this is RTM CU1. So applying SQL Server Service Pack 1 and applying CU8 is going to take, guys. When you apply SQL Server Service Pack 2014 with SP1 and you are trying to apply SP2 CU9, is it going to take? No. If you
No.
want to apply this SP2 CU9, the minimum criteria is you have to patch with SP2 first. Are you getting the point? Shanmukh, all are showing CU1, CU2, CU3 like this only, guys. No, this is imagine in 2015 SP1 is released. So in 2015 August month, imagine August month CU1 is released. So maybe September month CU2, October month CU3, like this it will be released. When 2015, this will be released 2016. So this is 2016 CU1, 2016 CU2, 2016 CU3. I mean to say the year I'm saying, okay, not sequence of 2016. So like this it will be, guys. This is how it will be managed. So what I mean to say is this CU1 is not equal to this CU1. So patching service pack and applying this CU11 is not going to take. If you want to apply any of these CUs, what is the minimum criteria? If you want to apply any of these CUs, what is the minimum criteria? Your SQL service should be patched with SP4. If you want to apply any of these CUs, what is the minimum criteria?
SP3.
SP3. If you want to apply any of these updates, what is the minimum criteria? SP2.
SP2.
So if sometimes it will not take, people unknowingly they will download this CU16, SP2 C16, and when they are trying to patch, it will not take. It will not show you any instance to select. What is the reason? Why? Because might be your SQL server is not patched with the minimum updates. So if you want to apply any of these updates in this line, definitely you have to patch the SQL server with this particular service pack. These are, that's why I told you SP2 CU1, SP3 CU1, SP4 CU1, SP4 CU2. So you cannot directly apply SP2 and on top of that you cannot directly use this SP4 CU3. No. If you want to apply the CU3, minimum first you have to patch it SP4. Then only the respective chain of cumulative updates only you can apply, guys. Are you getting the point? Is it clear, guys? Any questions, doubts? So now, for example, now you installed SQL Server 2016. Now you installed SQL Server. Now, as tomorrow, 7th July 2022. Okay, I mean to say, sorry, 22nd July 2024. Tomorrow, someone came to you and they asked, "Hey, we have SQL Server 2016. Can you please patch the SQL Server 2016?" Okay, like that if they are asking. So, what and all updates you will apply, guys? You can see this in the website, right? 2016. Okay. Now customer is asking to patch the SQL Server 2016. So what and all updates you will apply now? Tell me. Tell me, guys. Tell me. Just guess your answer. Now tomorrow, if customer is coming to you and if he is asking to patch the SQL Server 2016, what updates you are going to apply?
First, we have to check whether the packs,
Forget about it. Okay, very good, very good. What is the current patch level we have to check? Very
yes,
good.
yes,
Very
yes.
important. Yeah. Next.
After that, we have to check with the cumulative updates. Whatever the cumulative updates at which cumulative update we have updated.
Imagine that 2016 is not yet patched. So that is running with currently RTM. That is an RTM copy. Till now it was not patched. So now tell me what update you are going to patch now.
We have to update service pack 1.
Then
after that, we have to check with the cumulative updates. Whatever the latest update is there, we have to download and install that cumulative updates also.
For service pack 1.
Yes.
Okay. So why like that? Any idea? We have the latest one is SP3, right? Why again we have to patch it SP1?
Maybe it will not support. Maybe first we have to update the service pack 1. After that only we have to follow the sequence.
Very good, very good, very good, very good, guys. Very good. Okay. Your I like your efforts. Okay, but just a correction. Whenever you are patching the SQL Server, always remember you have to apply the latest one only. Here in this scenario, if we have SP1, SP2, SP3, SP4, if you want to apply all these updates, means guess it, how much time it will take? First you have to apply all these updates up to CU10, means 10 times you have to patch. Then SP1, okay, then you have to apply 13 cumulative updates, means 13 times you have to patch. Then SP2, then 16 times you have to patch. Then SP3, then 9 times you have to patch. Then SP4, then 11 times you have to patch. Is it going to work like that, guys? Imagine how many total? 10 plus 13, 23 plus 16, 39 plus 9, 48. plus 11, 58, 68, around 70 times you have to patch. Is it going to work, guys? One server can be patched 70 times? Each time, imagine it will take roughly half an hour to 1 hour, 70 hours. Who will give you? Are you getting the point, Rajgopal? So now is it valid?
Yes,
Applying
yes, sir.
all the updates, is it valid? No. Always, always you have to apply the latest service pack with the latest cumulative update. Remember. Clear, guys? Now someone is coming to you and if they are asking you to apply the updates, always you have to check the current level and you have to apply the latest cumulative updates, the latest service packs with the cumulative updates. So no need, see, if I want to patch SQL Server 2016 with SP4 means no need to apply SP1, SP2, SP3. You can directly go ahead with SP4. If I want to patch SQL Server 2016 with the CU11 means no need to apply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can directly update with the CU11. Are you getting the point, guys? Are you getting the point? Why? Because CU11 contains all the bugs and security vulnerabilities in CU11. Whatever bugs and vulnerabilities are there in all these 10 updates, that's why it is called cumulative. What is cumulative? What is the meaning of cumulative? It will contain the previous updates. The service pack 4 will contains all the updates of this SP1, SP2, SP3 updates will be there in SP4. So patching with SP4 is enough. And patching with the latest cumulative update is enough. No need to patch again all the cumulative updates. Are you getting the point, guys? Who will give you patching is a downtime activity. Remember, patching is a downtime activity. Patching is a downtime activity. Downtime activity means what? You have to restart the SQL server, right? So, and while patching, during the patching time, SQL server will be rebooted automatically multiple times. So, the database server will be down. Database server will be down means what? Application will be down. If if application is down, that is called downtime. Impact will be there. Business impact will be there. Imagine now Amazon sales are going on. If anyone is trying to patch the SQL server of Amazon now, the Amazon will be down for 1 hour. So is that okay to Amazon? It is going to lose 1 hour revenue. How much loss will be there to Amazon? I'm just giving an example. So like that, every application is very crucial in the organization. Are you getting the point, guys? Is it clear now? So always you have to pass the SQL Server with the latest service pack and latest cumulative update only. No need to patch previous updates and all. Is it clear, guys? Today, by today, if they are asking you to patch now at this moment, which version? Okay, SQL Server 2019. What is the latest cumulative update for 2019? Okay, CU 2017. Sorry, CU 27. Okay, chalo, you have to patch with CU 27 only. No need to apply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 27. Just patch, directly patch with CU27. Guys, are we getting the point? Are you getting the point, guys? Is it clear, everyone? Questions?
Yes, Shanmugh.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Questions, please.
Shanmu, what is the difference between service pack and cumulative? Like
Yeah,
what exactly these?
service back are major updates. Cumulative updates are minor updates. This is the only difference between these two. Just a minute, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Guys, just 2 minutes, sir. Give me 2 minutes. I'm collecting on delivery. उधर रख दो. हाँ, इधर रख दो. Right, guys, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
Shanmugh.
okay,
Right,
okay.
Yes.
Fine. So, Saida, major updates means yearly it will be released, Saida. Okay. Minor updates means monthly it will be released. I told you right earlier. So, in case, see, the work is same. Either it is a major updates or minor updates. The functionality is the main aim of the update is to make sure it is going to clear the bugs and vulnerabilities. So bugs can be anything, right? It can be one bug, two bug, any or 10 bugs, 20 bugs also. So it can be anything. If you want to see, like, let me show you any update, how the what kind of bugs will be there. I'm opening this update, SQL Set 2022 C13. Okay. So when you click on that, you can see, okay, this is the latest update which was released July 9th. Okay. So just click on that. Directly it will be routed to the Microsoft. That is called KB article. KB means every update. Microsoft will represent every update as a KB article. KB article means knowledge base article. KB means knowledge base. So if you see here, it is going to show you what and all vulnerabilities it is going to fix. See here. SQL Server 80 client OLEDB provider remote code execution vulnerabilities. So these are all the vulnerabilities. Okay, so you can see here by using this CU22, what is this CU13? Using this CU13, it is going to fix all these vulnerabilities. Like that, every pack will have some vulnerabilities. Bug reference, see here, this is the bug. What is the bug? Removes unused components from SQL Server setup. This is a bug. So applying these updates will be released unused components and all, will be removed unused components. So every update will have a meaning. Every update will have some, what I can say, whatever bugs are there, whatever security vulnerabilities are there, till that point of time, it will try to remove those bugs. It will try to improve the logic and all. It will try to change the logic and all internally in the SQL server. So every update will have a meaning. So like that, if you are doing yearly, that is service pack. But you cannot wait up to next year or next 2 years, right? Okay, Microsoft will release an update. Until then, I'll wait. You cannot give a try that whether your SQL servers are secured or insecure. So you cannot wait till the next year or next 2 years. So in case of any bugs are there, you have to make sure you are going to fix it immediately. So that's why Microsoft also will release the minor updates monthly. Okay, so in case of any bugs are there without waiting till next year, then you can still use the existing monthly update so that it is going to fix the bugs and vulnerabilities by that time. Whatever bugs are there, whatever vulnerabilities are there, till that time, those bugs and vulnerabilities it is going to fix by using monthly updates. Okay, so is that clear? Simply service packs are major updates, cumulative updates are monthly updates. That's it.
Yeah,
But
okay.
but Chanmukh, suddenly one virus attack came. Suddenly an attack came, like yesterday cloud strike, something like that. It's not an attack actually. Suddenly one virus is affected. Like earlier, if you see, maybe 2016 or in the year of 2017, there is a virus called ransomware. Ransomware virus attack is there across 40% of the machines throughout the globe are affected. So suddenly someone released this kind of a big virus into the market. Any hacker released any kind of virus. So are you going to wait till next month? Why? Because till this month you are patched. So to fix this error or to overcome this issue, this virus attack, are you going to wait till next month, guys, to release the updates? No. Okay. So what Microsoft will do, it will release hot fix, guys. It will release hot fix. We have two types of hot fixes, QFE and GDR, quick fix engineering, general distribution release. Quick fix engineering and general distribution release. General distribution, okay, release. These are all hot fixes, guys. Means no need to wait till the next update. Immediately, if any big update came, if any big virus came into the market, immediately Microsoft will release updates immediately within 24 hours. Those immediate updates are called hot fixes. Well, we have two types of hot fixes, QFE and GDR. Remember, guys, remember, whether it is a service pack, whether it is a cumulative update, whether it is a QFE, whether it is a GDR, The patching process is same. Only the file is going to be different. That's it. If it is service pack, you will download service pack file. If it is a cumulate update, you will download cumulate update file. If it is a QFE, you will download QFE file. If it is a GDR, you will download GDR file. That's it. Only the files will vary, but patching process is same. Shanmukh, you said how to patch with a cumulate update. Can you show me service pack? Same process. You have to download service pack, you have to copy the service pack file, and you have to open the setup file, you have to patch it. This is how we will patch the SQL servers, guys. I mean to say, this is the process. Are you getting the point? So only the updates will vary. Only the updates will vary. We have different types of updates. Major updates, minor updates, and hot fixes. Major updates will release yearly. So up to 2016, we have major updates concept. Monthly updates, we have monthly it will release. Okay. Monthly updates, cumulative updates. We can call cumulative updates or monthly updates. And in case if something goes wrong suddenly, you cannot wait for a year or for a month. So immediately Microsoft will release the updates that is called hot fixes. So in the hot fixes, we have again QFE and GDR hot fixes based on the updates, based on the security vulnerabilities and all. We have QFE and GDR says. These are the different types of updates. Any questions, doubts? So now is it clear? So in the organization, this is a regular process, regularly. Why? Because periodically these updates will be released. For example, now imagine in your organization 1,000 servers are there. Okay, 1,000 servers are there, right? So you all checked, your team members shared the work, and everyone patched 100 servers. For this process, minimum to minimum 3 to 6 months it will take. Okay, to patch all 1,000 servers. Worst case 3 to 6 months it will take. Why? Because we cannot directly go and patch it, guys. As you know that patching is a downtime activity. We have to ask the customer, the user. For example, if you want to patch Amazon servers, you have to ask Amazon, right? Hey Amazon, there are few updates for SQL servers. So please let us know when we can apply these updates on your database servers. You have to take customer that Amazon approval, right? Without taking Amazon approval directly, if you patch it, the Amazon website will be down. They will not be planned. So if it is down, there will be a revenue loss, business loss. So they are going to take action on you. So as without knowing, you directly applied the patches. So it leads to the termination. That's why you have to ask the Amazon, hey Amazon, we have an update. We have to apply these updates. This is very important update. So let us know when we can patch this. So they will discuss within the team and they will give you some time. So that's why it will take, patching is just a 30 minutes work, guys. 30 to 1 hour, 30 minutes to 1 hour. It don't take much time. But approvals, without approvals, we cannot patch, right? So that's why we have to wait. So for this process, it might take 3 to 6 months. So to patch all the 1,000 servers, it might take, depends how you're acting, how your manager, how your lead, it might take minimum 3 to 6 months. In these 6 months, again, new updates will be released, right? Agreed, guys? In these 6 months, again, new updates will be released. So that's why in the organization, they are going to create a patching plan. For this quarter, let's patch these many servers. Next quarter, let's patch these many servers. Next quarter, these many servers. Next quarter, these many servers. Like that, it's a round robin circle. After 1 year, again, they will start from the beginning. Why? Because in this 1 year, again, lot of updates will be released, right? So it's a continuous process. That's when the organization continuously will patch the servers, guys. Is it clear now? Are we good, guys? Questions, doubts? Why so silent, guys?
Yes, Shanmukh.
No doubt.
Okay. So now this is the process, guys. Okay. So now let me initiate the process of patching. Okay. Let me initiate the process of patching. I hope everyone knows the difference between the updates. Now let's initiate the process of patching. Now imagine I'm using SQL Server 2019. Okay. SQL Server 2019 for one of my application. Imagine Azure.com. Azure.com. I'm using SQL Server 2019, one instance for one of my application, Azure.com. Right? So now you have to patch this SQL Server. Whatever Azure.com application is there, you have to patch this. Listen carefully, very important, very important. This is how we'll start the process, we'll initiate the process. So now Azure.com application, we have a application team for this. We can say business owner, okay? Business owner. So he is going to take care of the whole application. Business owner is going to take care of the whole application. Or POC, point of contact. SPOC, single point of contact. These people will take care of the means in the Azure.com application, you know that every application will have web servers, application servers, database servers, storage, network, everything will be involved. So if you want to do any changes related to the environments belongs to this Azure application, you have to take the approval from the business owner or POC or SPOC. In the organizations, will maintain a separate sheet. Okay, for this application, he is the business, is the point of contact. For this application, is the point of contact. So he is the responsible person. Without having his approval, we cannot proceed. He is going to decide when we have to patch, when we have to change anything. One guy will be there, he is going to take care of the responsibility of that application. That guy is called POC, point of contact, or single point of contact, or business owner. So for Azure application, whatever it is, web servers, application servers, database servers, if you want to do anything, any changes to these servers in the hierarchy, you have to take that guy approvals. Once he approved, then only you have to proceed. Okay. So imagine we have a uh, something like any name we can go for. Mark. Imagine Mark. Mark is a point of contact for Azure application. Okay. So now you notice that the database servers that are using for Azure applications are not patched since 1 year. Now you notice that. So now your manager is asking, hey, please take care of Azure servers. So now you have to initiate the process. Now you have to send an email to Mark. Okay. Hey, Mark. Okay. I can see that the SQL servers that are supporting Azure application is not patched since an year. You can give your time. Okay. So it's very important to patch the servers to the current security level. Okay. Current security level. Patching is a downtime activity. You have to just simply add, as you know that why, because it's a point of contact. Lot of people, lot of times he is responsible for patching. So he know that point of patching is a downtime. Just remind him, as you know that patching is a downtime activity. So let us know when is the best time to apply the patches on so and so servers. Give server names. Okay. And so servers. So you have to send an email to Mark like this. So Mark will check your email. Okay. Mark will check your email and he will reply to the DBA team. You have to include DBA team. While sending the email to customers, you have to include DBA team in your manager. Again, guys, visibility is very important in the organization. If you want growth in the organization, you have to show your work. Show off, show off, show off. IT means show off. If you're working 9 hours a day, 24 hours a day, if you are not showing your work, there is no use of that work. No one will identify and no one will notice your work. Even though you are taking a backup, small thing you are doing, always keep your manager in the CC. Always you have to show off your work. That is the best tip to get good growth immediately in the organization. Your effort should be noticeable. Your effort should be visible across the organization. And you have to talk in the meetings. You cannot sit rigid. You cannot sit simply silent. You have to talk. You have to take the responsibility. Okay. So these two are very important thing, and these two are main things. Okay, to get a good growth, immediate growth. This is the way that you have to achieve. It's not like buttering someone, buttering your manager, buttering your lead, adding some masala, talking on others. Okay, it's not at all a good option. At one day you will also be affected. Okay, with the same kind of politics. So don't, of course, in every team politics will be there. IT means politics in every sector, not only in IT. In every sector politics are there, but in IT more politics are there. So always remember, guys, your work has to talk. Someone will come to why? Because when you are in a now you are an engineer. Tomorrow you might be a lead. Tomorrow you might be a manager. Always remember this. If someone is coming to you and saying something on others, don't believe. Just listen and just laugh and leave it. If you are encouraging, oh, that's it. What else he said? What else he said? Tell me, tell me. If you are encouraging him, he'll try to add extra masalas and all. He'll try to take control of your brain so that you know that he know that you are listening to him. Never ever listen, guys. You can listen. You can listen. Why? Because just don't encourage it. You can listen and just laugh and leave it. So 2 times he will tell, 3 times he will tell, next time, okay, there is no use of it. So these kind of politics and all will be there in the organization. So be careful. So your work has to talk. So that's why visibility is very important in the organization. Whatever you're doing, small work, big work, always you have to show off. Okay, guys, you have to get growth in this way, not doing by politics. That is not at all a potential growth. Definitely, you will be affected. The growth that you are getting from the politics is a kind of a ladder game, a snake and ladder game, guys. Someone, a snake, it might be one word or one tip can be a ladder. But again, if you are doing the same things, the same stuff can be a snake at any point of time. So don't do that. Okay. So your work will show off, not these kind of politics and all. So from Mark, you will receive the email to the DBA team. Hey DBA team. Hey DBA team. Okay, please patch this server during the coming weekend. Okay, maybe he will give you. I'm just giving an example. Coming weekend, coming Saturday or Sunday. Why? Because generally patchings will be done on weekends, guys, not on weekdays, Saturdays and Sundays. Saturdays and Sundays, less users will be there, less traffic will be there. Monday to Friday, business will be there. So no one will allow you to patch the servers on weekdays. If they are allowing you, means maybe after business. There are few business like up to 6 o'clock business will be there. After 6 o'clock, users and all will be disconnected. So they might be allow you to patch at night time, like night 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, where there is less business, less traffic and all. So mostly they will allow you, if it is production servers, mostly they will allow you on the weekends only. Production, non-production means very less users will be connected. So non-production you can patch at any time, of course, after taking approvals only. Mark has to approve. Sometimes even though they are non-production servers, they don't allow you to patch on weekdays. Okay, very critical applications, they will allow you on weekends only. So you will send an email, please patch the server during the, okay, on the coming Saturday. Okay, like patch the server on coming Saturday. Okay, coming Saturday. Like he will also give the time, maybe 7 a.m. something like that EST. Why? Because mostly customers will be from US, UK, guys. So you have to be very careful with the timing also. Very, very careful. You should be very careful. So 7 a.m. EST means you have to convert. In the IT, you should know these time zones: IST, EST, PST, CST, UTC, MST, BST. These are all different time zones, guys. Okay, these are all different time zones. You can just check it. So you should be very careful. So 7 a.m. IST is giving means you have to convert into IST. If you are working from India, you have to convert it into IST, and then you have to plan it. So once you approved, what you have to do, guys? What is the next step? You have to raise a change request. Change request. Change request is a process that you are telling to the organization, hey, I am patching so and so servers on this Saturday at 7 a.m. EST. So in case of any issues, if any services are down, that is because of patching only. You don't worry. So I'm doing a patching. So that's how you have to tell, using this change request process. You have to raise a change request. This is a ticket. Change request is nothing but it's a ticket. Okay, CR will call it as a change request. It's a ticket, guys. It's a ticket. You have to raise this ticket, and you have to make sure, okay, make sure this change is approved. Okay, this change is approved. So who will approve this, Shanmukh? In every organization, every week, okay, cab meetings will be there. change advisory board. CAB meeting will be there. In the CAB meeting, we will discuss across the organization what and all servers you are doing changes. Change. Patching is a kind of a change, guys. You are changing the current configuration. Okay. So in the CAB meeting, they will discuss all the changes across the organization, changes from the Windows team, changes from the network team, changes from the storage team, changes from the application team, changes from the DBA team, changes from the Wintel team. All these changes they will represent in the CAB meeting every maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Every week, one day they will connect and they will discuss all these changes. And CAB team, CAB meeting means who are all will be there, guys. Very big heads will be there, directors, vice presidents. If it is a startup company, CEOs also will be there. They will attend this CAB meeting. They will see what and all changes are happening, whether they are happening properly or not, whether you have proper approval to patch the servers or not. They will verify. So once they approved, then only you are good to patch the SQL server, guys. So you have to join this meeting. Either you or who are there in that shift from DBA team has to join their meeting. In some organizations, team leads or managers will join and they will represent the changes of all the whole team changes. The manager will represent. Sometimes lead will represent the DBA team changes. Like that, managers will join. Sometimes you have to join. You have to talk. Hey, we took the approval from the Mark, so he is okay to patch the server on the coming Saturday. So we already raised a change request. We tested this in the lower environment. It was successful. So please allow us to patch the server on this coming Saturday. So they are going to verify this change request whether you patched lower environment or not. They will ask you some questions. Have you patched lower environment? Yes. What is the impact? No impact. So mean to say, is it successful or not? Yes, patching, lower environment patching is successful. Okay, very good. Okay, so what is the implementation plan? What is your rollback plan? What is your backout plan? In case if something goes wrong, what is your backout plan? What is your rollback plan? They will ask these questions. We have to answer these things. Very simple. Whatever we discuss is the same thing they will ask. Rollback means I'll remove the patch. I'll restart the server. That's it. So you have to explain all these things. Once they satisfied, they will give approval. Once they approved, once CAB is approved, okay, then only you are good to patch the SQL servers. Once CAB is approved, then we are good to patch the SQL server. This is the process involved in patching, guys. If you go anywhere, no trainer will tell you the process like this. Seriously, I'm saying. Patching is a 5 minutes work. 5 minutes. Download the patch file, copy the patch file, right click, run as administrator, next, patch it. But if you don't understand the process, if you do the same thing, that will be your last day in the organization. I know people are losing the jobs by doing these mistakes without knowing the process. As you see, if you're an experienced DBA or any experienced technical person, always they will check whether you know the process or not. Companies will give you priority to the process first, then subject. If you are not following the process, they might lose hundreds and thousands of crores of projects. If you don't know technical things, you can Google it, but process you'll get to know only because of experience. If you don't know how to take the backup, you can simply type the Google how to take the SQL database backup. It will give you the steps. But process, each organization will follow different process. This you will get it by experience only. So all these things I'm telling you, very pin to pin, I'm explaining you guys. So that make sure you don't do the mistakes in the organization. Clear? Questions, doubts, guys?
No doubt, Shanmugh.
Is it clear, guys? Don't hesitate. If it is clear, let me know. If it is not clear, if you have any questions, please let me know so that we can discuss accordingly. If you are so silent, means I feel that you are not getting.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Yes, okay. So take a break, guys. Come back after 15 minutes. We'll cover the other things.
Shanmugh, I have one doubt.
Yes, Rajguru.
Before doing the patching, what are the precautions we have to take? Like,
Rajagopal. The patching is not yet completed, okay?
okay.
I'll tell you. What is lower environment? Veena, lower environment is nothing but I told you in the beginning of the sessions, the see, we have two types of environments, production and pre-production. I told you, I gave you an example also. If corona vaccination, if they're trying to invent any new vaccination, they don't directly give it to the public, right? They will test it
Yeah.
on the rats, they will test it on the monkeys, they will go for clinical trials, and then finally they will release. Why? Because why they will test all these things? Why? Because they want to see the side effects, right? So if they saw any side effects which is impacting a lot, then again they will change their formula and then they will re-release the particular vaccination or the medicine. So to test, we should have something we should have to test it. So that's why instead of directly testing on the humans, first they will test it on the rats, then they will test it on the monkeys. Why? Because monkeys, the structure is almost same as our humans. So first they will test it on the pre-prod. We can say rats and monkeys are pre-prod test environments. They will test it if they are satisfied with the testing and they will give it to the public, right? In the same way, if you want to do any changes to the application directly, we cannot do. First, we have to do the changes on the non-production environment, the testing environment. If we are getting the satisfied results, then we'll implement those changes on the production environment. That is called lower environment. Non-prod environment, we can call it as a lower environment. Prod environment,
Okay.
we can call it as a higher environment.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, guys. Yeah. Come back after 15 minutes, we'll discuss. Okay. Right. Okay, so let's continue, guys. So, where is this? Where is this? Where is this? Hmm. Okay. Priya, in organizations, we have to download, yes, we have to download the service packs and cumulative updates. Sometimes your colleagues will download, sometimes we have to download and we have to keep it, okay, in the shared location. See, for example, if 10 members are there, 10 DBAs are there, no need to download 10 times. Okay, we'll download. Any one DBA will download and they will keep it in the shared location. This shared location will be accessible by others, right? So they can easily use the existing updates. If you don't see in the shared location, you can download it and you can keep it in the shared location. So we have to download. Sometimes your manager or lead will download and they will keep it in the shared location. Sometimes either of you have to take the responsibility, either colleagues or lead or manager will take the download. He is going to download the pack and is going to keep it in the shared location. That shared location will access from the other servers and we can simply use the existing service packs or cumulative updates. Okay, so using that shared location, we are going to do that. But again, for the first time, if you don't find the update in the shared location, you can download and you can keep it in the shared location. Okay, I'll show you how to download. Nothing to worry. Right. Now let's discuss about the precautions, guys. Okay, let's discuss about the patching precautions before patching. This is the process. Whatever we discussed till now is the process. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to discuss the precautions. Before discussing precautions, I mean to say, before patching the SQL Server, always first we have to go for the precautions. You have to know what and all precautions, what are the do's, don'ts and all. Before patching and after patching, you should know, guys. Okay, so that's why let's discuss about the precautions, patching precautions. Right. So now, before starting the patching, you have to check how many instances are installed in that machine. So for example, now I want to patch the server. Let me connect to the server first.
If in case after patching, the application is not working
Will
like
be
normally,
discussed.
like before.
Will be discussed.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So in the meantime, let's download the patch, guys. It will take some time. So how to download any patch? Okay, for example, now I'm going to patch the SQL Server with the latest. I'm having 2019, right? I'm having 2019. Currently, I'm using 2019. Even 2022 is also there in my machine. One instance. There are two instances in this Windows machine. Like earlier, we installed 2019 and 2022. So I'll patch 2019, guys. So what is the latest cumulative update for 2019? You can see here CU27, which is released in the last month, guys. Okay, 4th June. 4th June 2024 it was released. Okay, so now how to download it? So using this link, we can download it. Just click on CU27. It will be okay. You can see that update will be open in the same website. So now this is the current update. Okay, CU27. CU27, right? Why it is showing 9th July? Oh, okay. This was released in the, last month. I mean to say this month only, 9th July. So now what we can do, click on this link. Click on this link. It will automatically route you to the respective update. Okay. So you can see here, SQL Server 2019, CU27. It was released July 9th, 2024. So now release date also you can see in this month only it was released. So this is the current latest update. So you go down. These are the vulnerabilities and all it is going to fix it. Earlier we discussed, right? You go down, go down, go down. There you can see download option. Okay, you can see download. Somewhere it will show you download option. Let me use Control F. If it is not showing, you can just search for download. Okay. No, this is not the one. This is also not the one. Why it is showing like this? For Linux machine, right? For Windows machine only we need. Okay. We have these many updates, huh? Will directly show you download button for a single this one file. Is it going to download for each and every file or what? This is just a security update. This is not the one. Okay, just a minute. Right. Okay, you can see right now they might change it the process earlier. When we click on this link, automatically you will get the web page, Microsoft web page. Then you can download it directly, guys. So now again I'm showing. Just click on this link once. Okay. Once you clicked on this, you can see here. Okay, how to obtain and install the update. Click on this. Now you can see how to obtain and install the update. You can see the third option, Microsoft Download Center. Click on this Microsoft Download Center. Now you can see that download the package now. Click on the download the package now. Okay, and it will ask you to choose the language. So English language, click on the download. So automatically it will be downloaded, guys. Okay, it will start downloading the file. Right, now let it be. It will take, it don't take much time, guys. Hardly, I guess the file size will be how much? 880 MB. Okay, right. So now I want to patch the SQL servers that are hosting in this Windows machine. Whatever SQL servers are there, okay, the SQL servers that are there in this Windows machine, I want to patch, guys. So before patching, I should know, right, how many SQL servers are running in this machine. I should know. This is very important thing. Why? Because in this Windows machine total, how many instances are there, guys? In this Windows machine total, how many instances are there?
Two.
Two. But we took the approval from Mark for one instance. But when you are patching the SQL server, you have to restart the whole Windows machine. Before and after patching, we have to restart the whole Windows machine. So when you restart the whole Windows machine, what will happen, guys? All the instances in that Windows machine will be rebooted, right? But you took the approval only for one instance. What about others? Others also will be affected, right, when you restart the Windows machine? Correct, guys? So you didn't take the approval. So before patching, go to the server, check how many SQL servers are running in that. If it is only one, no issues. If more than one, you have to take the approvals from all the users. Most of the cases, the point of contact will be only one for the whole machine. If we have multiple point of contacts, we have to send an email like in the same way we are patching this so and so server on Saturday morning 7 a.m. EST. So we have these many instances. The servers will be rebooted during the patching. Please let us know what is the best time to patch the SQL server. So you have to take the approvals from all the users if you have multiple instances. If you have single instances, you can take the approval from one user, that is enough. If you have multiple instances, you have to take the approvals, or at least you have to let them know that you are patching so and so instance in so and so machine, which will impact the other instances also, as we have to reboot the Windows machine. Like that, you send an email and they are going to approve it. Most of the cases, the only one user will be there as a point of contact for the whole machine. If two users are there, this is the worst case I'm saying, guys. General case, nothing to worry. Mostly one instance only will be there. You can happily take the approval from the user and you can patch it. If two instances are there, mostly the same Mark will be the owner for all the two instances or all the multiple instances. So you can take the approval from him, but just remind him, let him know that there are other instances also will be affected during the patching, as we have to reboot the Windows machine. Let him know. He will approve, guys. Okay, so this is the first important thing that you have to check before patching the SQL server. So what is the first important check, guys? Check how many instances are installed in that machine. How many instances are installed in that machine, and take approvals from all the owners. Okay, this is the first point we have to check. Second point, check how many SQL services are up and running, guys. Check how many SQL services are up and running. Check how many SQL services are up and running. You have to check. Why? I'll tell you. Guys, these are the precautions. Very important precautions. I'm not saying in every scenario it will create a problem, but it's always good to patch with precautions before following these, or before checking these things only. It is better to go for the patching. Otherwise, you might get some issues. I'm not saying regularly you will get the issues. No, patching is smooth only. 90 percentage or 80 percentage you don't get any errors while patching. There are 10 20 percentage. There are few scenarios, as we have to patch hundreds and thousands of servers. Definitely one two servers will create a problem. Don't think in a class of 100 students everyone is obedient or calm. Definitely one two students will create a problem. In the same way, if you are patching hundreds and thousands of servers in your career, definitely one two servers create a noise. Okay, so those cases, the worst cases also we are discussing. As we are discussing all the points, don't think patching is difficult. Very easy process. Okay, very easy process. But in my career, I guess I patched around thousands of servers. So these are my experiences in the 10 years career. So that's why I'm explaining all these things. But don't think you might face this or you might not face these issues. Okay, fine. So check how many SQL services are up and running. Why we have to check this? What is the need of checking this? For example, in this Windows machine, services.msc. Where to check the services? We can use services.msc. So check how many SQL services are up and running. Why? Because after patching, anyhow we have to check whether all the SQL services are back or not. So now you see here, no SQL services are running. Okay, now you see here, no SQL services are running. So you know that we can start the SQL services. Why? Because guys, every time we are starting the SQL server, so Shanmukh, in the organization also, every time we have to start the SQL servers manually. No, that is not correct. Why? Because we are not using the licensed copy of Windows Server. SQL Server Developer Edition is free only, no issues. But the Windows operating system is not licensed copy. So that's why when I start the Windows machine, it is not starting automatically. It is not working as expected. Okay, so every time no need to start the SQL services in the organization. Already SQL services will be up and running 24/7. Okay, so now you can see here. You can see agent also I'm starting for default instance, agent also I'm starting. Now you can see here, there are two instances, default instance and named instance. Out of these two, only one is up and running, second one is not running. So after patching also you will check the same thing, health checks you will do. So after patching, if you see any of the SQL service is not running, what do you think, guys? What do you think after patching, if any of the SQL services are not running, what do you think? Arey, why they are not running? Because of patching they are not running or any issue is there? You don't know, right? So before itself, if you take a screenshot, actually the services are not running before patching itself. Someone is stopped the services. They are not running before patching itself. So when you do the health checks, if you don't check it before patching, after patching, if you check it, you will be confused whether these services are stopped before patching or after patching. You will be confused. You don't know that. Sometimes customers will complain, hey, after patching, this is not working. So that's why always you have to be in safe position. Take the snippet of this particular screenshot. Take the snippet. Keep it with you until patching is going to be successful. So if someone is coming to you, hey, this is not running after patching. Why? Because we will ask them to check the connectivity and all. Maybe if there are some old servers, since years they will not connect. When we ask them to check the connectivity, they might try to connect. They also don't know. Why? Because they are not using since years. They will raise a complaint or they will raise an issue, they will raise a flag, so and so is not working after patch. So that's why always you should be in a safe position. Take a screenshot of the services that are running and not running. Just don't start the service, stop the service, don't do anything before patching. What is the status of the services? Take a screenshot so that after patching you can compare the screenshot, what and all running before patching, what and all not running after patching. Guys, are you getting the point? Are you getting the point, guys?
Yes.
It's always good to take the snippet of the snip, just a snip, right? Screenshot. I can say screenshot of the particular services section, SQL services section, so that before patching, what is the state? After patching, also the same state should be there. Before patching, if the SQL service is not running, after patching also it shouldn't run. Before patching, if this SQL services is running, after patching also the services should be up and running. Okay, this is the first step that you have to check, guys. Check how many SQL services are up and running. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot, guys. Why? Because they don't believe you. I need proof, like that they will ask. Take a screenshot and keep it with you. Once patching is successful and once users acknowledge that patching is successful, there are no issues, then you can delete the screenshots. But always it's good to take the screenshots before patching. That is the second check. What is the third check? Check how many check the database states, guys. Check the database states, like services. Check the database states. If you go to the server and let's connect to the management studio, let's connect to the SQL server, you have to check the database states and all. Okay, why? Because there are hundreds of databases. Sometimes there might be 10 databases, 20 databases, or 100 databases in a server. So it is very common. Are some of the databases are in offline. Some of them are in restoring state. Some of them are in read-only state. Some of them are in standby state. So it's very common. We cannot remember each and every database state. So before patching, what are the states of the databases? After patching, also same state should be there. Before patching, if 9 databases are online, one is offline. After patching, also same state should be there. Before patching, 9 databases are online and one database is in standby mode, after patching also same state. Generally, it will not be changed, but when we after patching, we will ask the users to check. When they check that databases, they might seen that one database is offline or one database is read only, but they don't know right before patching itself it was offline or read only. So for safety, for extra safety, and to make sure this is not because of patching the database is offline, before patching itself this is offline, before patching itself this is read only. To make sure that this is clear to the users, we have to always good to take the screenshot of the databases also. If all are online, no need to take screenshot. Why? Because you know that all are online. if if you can see different states of the databases in the SQL server, means you have to make sure that okay, you have to make sure that the same state should be carried after patching also. Guys, are you getting the point? Same services, that is services, these are the databases. So before patching, what is the state of the databases? After patching, the same state should be there. Okay, before patching, in case if all the databases are online, after patching also all the databases should be online. Before the patching, what is the state of the databases? After patching also same state should be there. So how, Shanmugh, how to check whether the database is online or offline? Let me create a new database for you. Okay, something like this, Amazon, and I'm creating one more new database, Azure, and one more, Mintra. Right, if the databases are online, it will simply show you like this, like this. It don't show you online and all. It is showing like this, means it is online only. Offline means how it will be. Let me show you. Tasks. This is how we have to take the database offline, guys. Okay, right. Offline means it will show you like this. A wrong, you can see an error kind of thing, and in the brackets offline. And you can also see, sometimes you can also see what I can say, single user mode. For that, you have to use a command, alter database name, set single underscore single user. Like that, you can see. Okay, read only. Like this, you can see some of the databases are in read only state, some of them are read write, some of them are offline, some of them are online. So there is a chance that databases can be in different states. So before patching, see, three are online, one is offline. After patching, also same state should be there. So that's why we cannot remember, right? How many of them are online, how many of them are offline. So take a screenshot of the databases, or you can simply run one query, sp underscore help db or select star from sys.databases will help you to see all the database states and all. Okay, so take the backup of this particular table output. What is that? sp underscore help db, alt x, execute the query. You can see here, double click on this column. You can see the database states. See, database states are online, online, online. Okay, so the thing is, it will not show you offline databases. SP underscore helpdb will not show you offline databases. We have a separate query for that. Select star from sys databases. Okay, this is one query. It will also show you all the database information, guys. Here you can see. Okay, somewhere it will show you. Mintra, it is showing, right? Mintra status, it is showing a different number. It is online 65536. Okay, now you see here. See, multi-user, and see state description offline. Okay, one database so take a backup of this table. How to take a backup? Very simple, just copy, select this corner, right click, you can select copy all, copy with headers, and you can just open any Excel sheet and you can just paste it there. That's it. In this way, you can take the backup. So next time you can easily compare. So before patching, what is the state of the database? After patching, also the same state should be there, right? Next time you can easily compare. After patching, you can compare how many of them are online, how many of them are offline, how many of them are single user, read only. Everything you can compare using this table, guys. So that's why it is always good to check the database states before patching. After patching, it's always good to state the database states, guys. 1 minute, just 1 minute. Pati, right. Okay, guys, is it clear? So before patching, we have to take the backup in the sense, I'll tell you that is a different backup. At least you have to take the backup of the states of the databases. If you have few databases like this, you can take a screenshot. But if you have hundreds of databases, it is very difficult to take the screenshots of hundreds of databases, right? So you can use this table, select star from sister databases. In that, you can see one column. Okay, you can see one column, or else you can simply see, guys. I don't know how many columns are there in this particular table. See how many columns are there. Lot of columns are there, right? In this table, I want to see only two columns. One is database name and another one is state description. How to see that? How to see that? Tell me the query to see the database names and state of the databases. Lot of around 30 or 40 columns are there in this table, but I don't want to see all these columns. I want to see only two columns.
Select name.
Database name where?
Select
Database name
name.
Comma.
Hmm.
and
Status.
status.
So there is
From
no status column. We have state underscore description column. Okay. Good try. Good try. From sys dot databases.
database.
That's it. Very good. Okay. Very good. Otherwise, you don't know that. For example, you don't know what is the column name and all. You can simply delete it. First, write the table name and just start with yes. Automatically, you can see all the columns starting with yes. Okay. Name, right? I want N. You can see name column. Highlight this, comma. State. You just type like this. State description. Like this, you can select the columns and all. Okay. Now you can see only two columns. It is easy, right? You can take the backup of only this table instead of taking the backup of the whole table. Okay, right? Clear, guys? So in this way, you have to check the database states before patching the SQL server. Check the database states before and after patching the SQL server. After patching the SQL servers, guys. Okay, this is another check. What is the fourth check? Fourth check.
Backup of databases.
Backup of databases, we can consider this as a least option. Okay, why? Because if the server is very big, for backups itself it will take 4 hours, 5 hours. Then where is your time to patch, right? That is the least option. There is an alternate also, but you can tell that point. That's a good point only, but we don't take the backups. It is very difficult. Now imagine at 7 o'clock you have to patch the server in the morning. You have to connect before patching, like 4 5 hours before you have to connect, and you have to start triggering the backups. Very difficult. We have an alternate solution for that. I'll tell you. Make sure enough free space is there in the C drive. At least, yes, at least 3 GB free space should be there. Okay, in the C drive, guys. Why? Because while patching, there are some important files, MSI and MSP files. Okay, what are those files, guys? MSI, Microsoft installer files, Microsoft patch files. There are some important files. So what SQL Server will do, it will take the backup of those files. To take the backup, it needs minimum 3 GB free space. If there is no enough free space in the C drive, it cannot take the backup of the files. If it cannot take the backup of the files, the patching cannot be successful, it will be failed. So make sure at least 3 GB free space is there in the C drive. So I'm going to my server, I'm checking how much free space is there. If there is less free space in the C drive, you don't proceed to the patch, guys. Sometimes, yes, sometimes only 1 GB, 1.5 GB free space will be there. It is very difficult. Okay, the patch will be failed if there is less free space in the C drive. Now what we have to do, if we have less free space in the C drive, we will take care of the storage, guys. We will take care of the storage in the organization. Storage team or Windows team, you can ping them, hey, can you please extend the C drive and so on. So server, as we have to patch the server, we don't have enough free space in the C drive. So we have to request them, they are going to patch it, they are going to, sorry, extend the drive. They will add some storage to the drive so that you will get enough free space. It is very important, guys. If you don't have enough free space in the C drive, or if you have only 1 GB or 1.5 GB free space, I'm saying there are more chances that patching can be failed. I'm not saying if there is less free space, it will be failed directly. No. There are more chances that patching can be failed if there is less free space in the C drive. Less in the sense, what is the threshold? Minimum 3 GB. Make sure minimum 3 GB free space is there in the C drive. Then only you can proceed for patching. If you don't see 3 GB free space, at least request Windows team to extend the drive. They are going to extend the drive. That is also one more check. Okay. And another check will be, make sure select edit version. Select edit version is showing, select edit version showing, make sure the same build number as the object explorer build number. I'll tell you, I'll explain, guys, don't worry. I'll explain, don't worry. What is this point? I'll explain. So now you see, right, where we can see the build number, this is the one, right? How to see the build number using query? Using query, how to see the build number? How to see the version of the SQL Server using query? Select edit version. Now you execute this. Now what you can see, guys, this is how you can see the current patch level. See, it is showing RTM. RTM means it was not yet patched with any of the updates till now. If it was patched, Shanmukh, how to check the current patch level? Use this query, select edit version, it will show you RTM. If it was patched with any update, you can see that update name here. Are you getting the point, guys? If it is patched with SP1, it will show you SP1 in the brackets. If it was patched with SP2, it will show you SP2. If it is patched with SP3 CU10, it will show you SP3 CU10 in the brackets. If it is showing only RTM, means it was not yet patched after installation. Are you getting the point, guys? Are you getting the point? So this is the first thing that you have to do. Check the current patch level. Check the current patch level and patch it accordingly. For example, if it was patched with SP1, of course, anyhow, you have to use the latest one only. But always it's good to check the current patch level. What is the current patch level and all you have to check. If it's already patched and you are using the same patch, it will not allow you to patch, right? Are you getting the point, guys? It's always good to check the current patch level. Already, if it is patched with CU27, what is there to patch? So it will not show you to select. So you might feel that this is wrong. If it is already patched, it will not allow you. So that's why whether it was patched or not, if it is patched with what level it was patched, you have to always check the current patch level. Okay, guys. So now what I am saying is, you can see this is Object Explorer. Whatever build number you can see here, 15.0.2000.5, it should be equals to the build number of output, select edit version output. Whatever number you can see here, 15.0.2000.5 and 15.0.2000.5, both should be same. There are some scenarios the numbers will be different. Here it will show you a different number, here it will show you a different number. Why? What is the reason? You know, if the last patch is not successful or partially successful, here it will show you different numbers. What is the solution for that? You have to remove the patch. How to remove the patch? I'll tell you in the next class. Again, guys, this is not a regular thing. Very rare of the rare. Out of 1,000 servers, you might, or out of hundreds, out of 500 servers, you might get this kind of issues. I'm telling you all the scenarios, all the worst cases, all the issues that we have faced till now. Okay, guys, are you getting the point? So before patching, check this output, select edit version. Check, compare it with both the numbers. Both are same or not. You are good to patch. Both are showing different. Don't proceed. First fix the issue. Make sure both are showing same. How it will show, how to fix that issue. Remove the old patch and patch it again with the latest. Okay, guys. So this is how you have to avoid this issue. So make sure the selected version is showing the same build number as the Object Explorer build number. That is also one more pre-check that you have to. Pre-checks in the interviews, they might ask you what are the pre-checks that you have to do before patching, post checks and all after patching. So these things, if you explain to them, he will be very happy. And one more thing is make sure select select edit server name is showing same as Object Explorer. Same like build number. Okay. So sometimes when you run select edit server name, it will show you the instance name, guys. Select edit server name. Okay. It will show you the instance name. So compare the instance name. Whatever instance name it is showing here, it should also show the same name. Both should be same. There are some scenarios, the names will be different. Shanmukh, which scenario? What is this name, guys? What is this name? What is this name?
System name.
Computer name, right? If someone changes the computer name, is the instance name will be modified automatically? No. Answer is no. If someone changes this machine name, the SQL Server name will not be changed, guys. It won't be changed automatically. We have to check it and we have to fix that issue. There are some scenarios. One day I faced this issue. The patching is failing, guys. Guys, you can explain all these things in the interviews again. They will ask you, tell me any errors that you faced. Tell me any issues you fixed recently. Tell me anything that you feel proud in your work. You can tell all these things. I faced this issue. I troubleshooted like this. I got an appreciation from the higher authority. You can explain these things, guys. He will be happy. These kind of interview questions also will get it. Are you getting the point? That's why that I told you, right? I can complete the patching in 5 minutes, but why I'm spending this much time? So that in case of any patching related questions, you should be able to answer, guys. Okay, they will ask you, hey, tell me any recent issues you faced. You can tell this. We are only creating errors. We are only fixing the errors. You can tell this while patching the SQL server. I faced an issue. The patching is failing due to wrong server name. Okay, how you fixed it? Why? Because most of the people don't know this. How you fixed this? So like that, they will ask you, explain. The build number also you can explain. While patching the SQL server, it is failing due to wrong build version. Then they will ask you, what happened? Can you please explain? Why? Because always interviewers or anyone, always they will try to learn extra things, guys. Okay, not only interviewers, anyone. If you are learning a new thing means you will feel proud, right? So they will try to listen what error you faced, how you troubleshooted that and all. Tell them that whenever I'm patching, while patching the SQL server, one of the server is failed due to this build number issue. So what is that? Can you please explain? Like that they will ask. You can tell them whenever I run selected version, it is showing different build number and the Object Explorer is showing a different build number. So how you fixed it? I removed the old patch. You have to directly, you cannot tell the answer. You have to just play a show. I checked the summary.txt file, I checked the detail.txt file, I checked the logs and all, event viewer logs and all. Nowhere I found the error. Later, while doing some health checks, I came to know that TET version is showing different build number and in the Object Explorer it is showing different build number. So then after doing lot of things, then I did is like what I did is I just removed the old patch and I just again patched the SQL server with the latest service pack or cumulative update. It was successful. Then I got the appreciations for fixing this issue. Like that, you have to highlight yourself. If you can't highlight yourself, who will highlight you? I cannot highlight myself, right? I mean to say, no one will highlight me. So in the work, you have to highlight yourself, especially in the interviews and all. Fine. So these are all the things that you can explain during the interviews. Shanmukh, tell me any error in the interviews. They are asking this question. This is the answer. If they are asking what and all issues you face, can you tell me? You can tell all these things. One day what happened, SQL Server patching is failed. Don't know what is the issue. I checked all these things. Later I came to know that there is less free space in the C drive. So I take the help of Windows team and I ask them to extend the drive. They extended the drive and I again patch it was successful. You can tell them like that. You can use these things, guys. Okay, fine. So now in what scenario the names will be different? So in case if someone changed the machine name, if someone changed the machine name in that scenario also, okay, the server names will show you different. See, this is the server name. If you want to change the machine name, you can click on the change settings, change, and you can change the server name like this. So if you give any name batch 55 here, imagine if you give batch 55 server name here, you can give it. But after changing the server name, you have to restart the Windows server. So after changing the Windows machine name, the SQL server name won't be changed automatically. You have to run two queries. What are those two queries, guys? sp underscore drop server name, old server name, you have to drop it. And sv underscore add server. They will ask you how you fixed that issue. You can also tell these queries. Add server name, new server name. What is the new server name? Batch 55. I'm not going to execute this, guys. Comma local. This is how you have to fix the issue and you have to restart the server and again you have to patch it. Then it will be successful, guys. Are you getting the point? Is it clear? You can try the demo, guys. You can try the demo. Okay, change the computer name and patch the SQL server. Try it once and you will get the error. Fix it. These are the two queries you have to use. That's it. Okay, fine. So this is also one more thing that you have to keep in mind. So check the server name is showing same as Object Explorer name. And for extra safety, someone asked, right, we'll take the backup of the databases. It's not a good option, but in the interview, you can tell them we'll take the backup of the databases. Why? Because some interviewers will be there. They will ask you, don't you take the backup of the databases? You can tell that point, but you can tell that we will take the VM snapshot backup. VM snapshot backup. So the whole virtual machine backup it will take. So for taking regular databases, it will take 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. If the server is big, it will take more than that. But VM snapshot, it won't take much time, guys. Hardly it will take 30 minutes to 40 minutes if the server is big. If something goes wrong, we can recover the whole virtual machine itself using this VM snapshot backup. So for safety, extra safety and all, you can add this point, we'll take the VM snapshot backup. Who will take? We don't take. We'll request Windows team to take the VM snapshot backup. Okay? Windows team will do that. Windows team will do that, guys. We have to request the Windows team. Hey, Windows team, can you please take the VM snapshot backup? They will take the backup for you. Okay? Always, guys, it is very important. If you are doing patching on weekends, always copy the patch files on weekdays itself, on Friday itself. Why? Because imagine this is the scenario. One day I faced this issue. I want to patch the SQL server. So that is Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. I got the downtime. Connected at 2:45. I just completed all the health checks. Now I'm trying to copy the patch files. But from where I can copy the patch files, guys? From any shared location, right? But the shared location that I have is not working with that server. I'm not able to access that shared location from the guys. Shared location, don't think it will have access to all the servers. Sometimes it will not have access to some of the servers. I thought I didn't remember this point. I mean to say, I don't know that till that point. I don't know that. I thought for every server the shared path will work. So I was relaxed, and you cannot download the patch files directly to the server. I told you right, in the server there will be no internet connection to download. I cannot copy. Why? Because if RDP is not, if shared location is not working, I cannot directly copy from local laptop to the server, guys. It will not allow you to copy directly from your local laptop to the server. Now I am copying. We don't have any security now in our virtual machines, in our practice machines. But in the organization, you cannot copy from local laptop to the server. Even if you can copy, it will take 4 or 5 hours time. But there is no guarantee whether it will be successful or it will be failed. Okay, so this issue I faced, guys. How to overcome this? No Windows team is there to help me. You cannot request Windows team in the last minute. You have to make sure one Windows guy is available to help you while patching. Why? Because when you restart the Windows machines and all, sometimes Windows servers will be up and running, sometimes it will not come online. So who should be there to troubleshoot? Only Windows guy should be there. So this is also one important point. Make sure one Windows guy is there to help you On-call people will be there. So take the contact of on-call person. Ask tomorrow if you are doing patching, check with Windows team. Hey, Sunday who will be available? We have a patching activity on Sunday. Please, someone from Windows team, please be available so that we'll make a call in case of any issues, in case if we stuck at any point. So you have to make sure one Windows guy is also available. In the last minute, if you ask that Windows team manager, simply he'll tell you, no boss, last minute changes won't be allowed. Sorry. So what will happen? You have to cancel the change. If you cancel the change in the next cab meeting, you have to answer, you have to justify why the change is cancelled. If you tell the files are not copied, okay, chalo boss, that will be your last day in the organization. Why? Because as a senior DBA, as an experienced DBA, if you are not taking care of these things before patching, how you can maintain my whole environment without having issues? If you are alone in the shift, how you can take care of my databases? How you can take care of my application? Very big issue, guys. So before patching itself, you have to always check. Always copy the patch files before one day. If it is not working on Friday or any weekday, at least Windows team or other teams will be available to help you. Saturday, Sundays, who will be available? Only one guy will be available. That guy is busy with other work. He will also do some patchings right from Windows side and all, or he will also do some changes. He might be in the P1 call, P2 call on Sundays. If you ask the last minute help, they can't help you out. Again, for you also, you can reject the last minute help. If Windows team is coming to you and if they are asking your last minute help, you can reject them. You can directly reject them. Of course, it's always good to have some friends in all teams, guys. Windows team, storage team, network team. So in case of any such issues, at least the friends will help you. Always make a good communication, good contact with other teams. They are going to save us during these times. So what I did, I don't have any choice. I tried copying from local. It's not working. No shade path is working. No Windows guy is available. What I did, I have to cancel the change. So these kind of issues also will be faced. So that's why it's always good to copy the patch files before only. Okay, guys. Clear? Questions? Right now, what I'm doing, I have already downloaded the patch file. Right now, I'll not show you. Don't worry. Okay, I'll leave you now. You can take rest. Okay, and in the evening session, we'll connect and we'll continue, guys. Okay. So I'm just copying the patch file. Just a minute. So I have already downloaded, right? I'm just copying the patch file, and once it's copied, then in the evening I'll show you how to patch it. Okay, this is today's copy only, right? Right click, copy, and where is this copy? Yeah, and go to the server. I'm just pasting on the desktop, guys. Okay, so in the evening we'll continue this. We'll also tell you some other points, and then we'll see how to patch it, and we'll also complete how to remove patch in such scenario. If there is a scenario, if patching is partially successful, or if there are any compatibility issues, there are some scenarios we have to remove the patch. So that will be covered in the next session, guys. Okay, questions, doubts, please. Questions?
No doubt,
No
Shanmugh.
questions.
Are we good? Is it boring? Is it
It was
overflowing?
interesting today.
Is it overflowing? Fine. Okay, that's it for now, guys. So it will be copied. Then you can leave it for now. And in the evening 7 p.m. IST will connect and we'll discuss the other things. Okay, guys. Ra, Chapra.
Shanmugh ji, happy Guru Purnima.
ఏమైందండి రాజగోపాల్?
Today is Guru Purnima. Happy Guru Purnima.
Oh, thank you, and thank you. Yeah, that's it, guys. Patch file is copied. Okay, so in the evening we'll come and we'll discuss other things. Yeah, thank you, guys. Thank you all. Bye. Good day. Good night.
Yeah.